Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is with deep regret that I announce that this is the final race of the Season 32 F5 season. We've had lots of fun over the past few weeks, bar the Christmas break we were off, but alas, all good things must come to an end. And even worse, I've lost my own. Where are you, Maury? Where are you? Yeah, I'm on my own tonight. I'm Otaku Logan, and welcome to F5 Action, the season finale at the Circuit of the Americas, just outside Austin, Texas. A circuit that has hosted the US Grand Prix 10 times since 2012. As you can see, a lot of the drivers coming out now, and I think I know why. It might be starting to rain. Already? Surely not. Well, I guess so. I see we have a few absences tonight. Also wants to mention that last week, Sadkovic got a penalty for an incident that resulted in him losing his third position. He ended up in 10th. Grader's got the podium as well to pretty much secure the championship with 105 points, a 21-point gap over Baki, which means he is over the line, he cannot be caught. It's just for pride tonight. Lars is back, he had an injury most of the season, unfortunately, so he had to miss a lot of the races. As you see all of them going through the corners as I speak. I'm going to just give me 1 second right now because I actually need to adjust my microphone sound. I can barely hear it. I can barely hear myself. Now I can hear myself. How's the audio balance on the stream, by the way? Anyone watching? As we see, look for the first car on track, and that will be Flying Dutch Roger, who I believe is reserve. Let's see, as you see, making his way through this tricky S section. It's like Suzuka, but flatter and faster. He's navigated that with moderate ease. So Vandenberg's not here, super busy. Turner's wheel shifter's broken. Devil's got school. Vince has got a job. Slimbo is hanging with friends. Wow, okay. Russell's not at home. Jordy is sick. And Flying Dutch Roger is replacing our dear friend Steve O, who I believe was not here to begin with now. As he navigates Sector 3 now, this is probably the slower section of the track. It's just a load of in and out and in and out, just glorified hairpins. And then there's this. I wonder where this comes from. Somewhere in Turkey. Also, send your prayers to Turkey, please, after what happened recently. It's just been absolutely horrible to watch. So, the first lap of the session will be set by Roger at the 1:34.787. Next, I believe, is Francesco. Yep, Speed Ferraz got a couple poles this season. Maybe he wants to add some, and he goes much faster, 1:33.026. Satchel is just 3/10 behind, give or take a thousandth of a second. But Ruti Hill goes to the top of 1:32.861. Next will be Baki. Baki is second in the championship, and he could secure it tonight if he manages to score 3 points. And he is on second at 1:33.02. Still one driver still in the 1:32s. Next should be Danielle, and he goes 1:33.435. Havmik goes a 1:33.127. Black 2 onto the board as well. Although I should mention the Drivers' Championship has been decided, the Constructors' Championship is yet to be decided. It is a race between Red Bull and Haas. Haas have 111 points. but lack Jordy. So Bradders is on his own tonight, and he's not left the pit lane yet. Slash is going to be the last one to complete a lap by the looks of it. And it looks like he'll get through without... Oh, that's a bad exit out of turn. The final turn, Slash. Yeah, the circuit, as we mentioned, is 20 turns and 5.5 kilometers long. So, a lot of turns, and probably a lot more than many other tracks, excluding possibly Singapore and, of course, Jeddah. And Abu Dhabi used to have that many turns. I think they had like 22, 21 or something, but not anymore, of course, because they made it flatter. 3 drivers yet to set a lap. It's our champion Bradders, Toby. Bradders could just do last to first if he wants, really. I'm not tempting him to do anything, but you know. Toby and Russell. As I... Give me 1 second. So it doesn't look like it's raining yet. I don't see any rain in the track at all. Everyone has done their first lap. And Jerome has the best time at 1:32.835. Daniel, his teammate, is just a tenth behind in third. So Red Bull have both of their drivers here tonight, and they have a massive advantage in tonight's pretty much final battle for the Constructors' title. AlphaTauri are still in it, and so are Alpine, but they need a miracle. AlphaTauri are on 94, Alpine are on 87. And Alpine lack their driver BB8. No, he is here tonight. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong team. The Mercedes and the Alpines look very alike, and the Williams too. A couple of drivers heading out on the next laps. Roger first out again. Russell yet to get on the board. He's about to set his first flying lap on the board. Russell managed to finish 5th place last time after trying an alternate strategy to the majority of the field in Abu Dhabi. Of course, the Circuit of the Americas is going to be one of 3 races in the Formula 1 World Championship this year, along with Miami in May and Las Vegas in November on a Saturday night. Finally, we don't get to say live from New York, it's Saturday night anymore, because Saturday Night Live. And here goes Russell on the very outskirts of the track, into turn number 1. Taps the apex with his left tyre. Oh, and a massive slide out of the turn. That is going to cost him a lot of time. Let's see how he navigates the S's. The All-American S's, as I like to call them, and nearly cuts the corner. He's quite lucky not to have infringed the rules there as he makes his way through turn number 7, I believe. And now it's up to, sorry, turn number 8 it was. Now for turn 11. He just misses the apex, but he gets a nice line out of the corner. He's rumbling the rumble strip out of turn 11. Now the long straight down to turn number 12. Look at how long that straight is. It makes NASCAR look dull. Cuts the corner as he should into turn number 12. Now 13, 14. Nicely through 14. Now for 15, 16. This is one of those unorthodox corners. You can take multiple lines through this corner. That's the best one to take, and he makes it stick. Now for turns 16 through 18. Never off the throttle. Nicely through. Now the last 2 turns. This can be quite tricky. And he's just made it. He's just straight through. And now the final turn. This will be his first lap, but I don't think it's going to be enough. No, it's not. 13. I think that power slide may have cost him. Other drivers coming onto the track now include Havmek, who's about to start his lap. And I'm looking at what should be Flying Dutch Roger making his way around. It is starting to get very cloudy here. If it wasn't already. And around Flying Dutch Roger goes. Can he improve his 34.787? I think he should. He does. He stays 14th though. Flash is an unrepresentative 141.641. Oh, and Lars has had a bit of an off there. I think that is his flying lap. Sanchovic has went 7th, 8th, and is going on his next lap. We should take a look at Ruti Hullett. Ruti is about to start his lap 2, I think. There's Lars. Lars is on a lap. Lars has missed a lot of weight due to a hand injury. Quite unfortunate. Oh, he's actually given up. Interesting. He doesn't feel like he's going to improve. Baki is not improving on his time. Rookie's on his second lap trying to pit Jerome. And Jerome is invalidated, and I'm not sure if he is going to go on another lap. By the look of it, I think he's conserving fuel. Now let's see who's going to cross the line next. I think Havnik's going to cross the line. Is he faster than he was last time? Oh, just stays on the white line, doesn't improve though. Next should be Baki, and he goes to the top of the timing sheet for 1:22.761. Next should be Daniel coming around the final corner. Interesting line out the final corner, goes up a spot. Here's Jerome. Is he going to go into the pits? Yes, he's going to go into the pits. He's not going to do another lap. And Francesco coming in as well, who's also invalidated. 6 minutes to go in the session, and I think the next driver to cross the line is quite a long way away. It is Rodaz, who is invalidated. Okay, is there anyone who is actually on a lap? Ricky Hullett should be on the lap, right? No, he's slower still. He comes in. Daniel should be on the lap. Right, Daniel is on the lap. Daniel comes around the final corner. Can he improve? I don't... Oh, he does! Oh, they've both got the same time! Wow! Baki and Daniel set exactly the same time, but because Baki set it first, he gets the higher position. What an interesting situation we have here. Two drivers with the exact same time. If it stays like this, they'll be on the front row. I do believe that's the second laps completed. Yes, second laps have been completed. So we've got 4.5 minutes to go left in the session. Welcome to everyone watching in the chat. This is the final round of the F5 season here at the Circuit of the Americas on PlayStation. Glad you could all join us for this final round. We are in qualifying right now. As Lars is on another lap, by the looks of it. Looks like he's on another lap. He's looking. Does look like he is the only driver on the lap. Slash has come out for his final shot. Just a reminder to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We have just reached 25,000 subscribers, and we couldn't have got here without the hard work of our drivers here and our commentators, as well as you watching and growing the sport of league racing on this video game. Thank you to everyone, and we hope that season 33 is going to be an absolute blast. We'll be starting again on the 27th of February. We'll be taking a 2-week break, and then season 33 will be back with more action on PlayStation Mondays here on PSGL. Meanwhile, Lars making his way around the 18th, 19th corners now. To the last corner, can he get a nice exit? Gets a nice entry. This looks really good for Lars. Hand injury? What hand injury? He looks stronger than ever. Nearly a quarter of a second faster than Baki's time. He is on top step. Baki making his exit now, and he's got the same time as Daniel still. The reason why we award it to the driver that set the first is because they had less rubber on the track. Because as the track evolves, there's more rubber on the track, and those who run later will have an edge on those before them. So it makes all perfect sense, because they had more work to do. They should be rewarded more, in my opinion. In fact, that's what it should be. Francesco on a lap, making his way around turn 9 and 10 now, for the interesting hairpin that is turn 11. Nicely through the apex. Oh, he's had a bad exit. He's slid out of the exit of the turn, and that's going to cost him a lot of time. And I think that is the end of Slash's chances. Francesco starting his lap now. Nicely through 8 and 9. Notice that he's gliding across the rumble strips. It's just fantastic to watch. For the long straightaway, DRS open. Gotta say, the Alfa Romeo looks sick. Cars coming across the line to start their final laps now, and Bradders has decided to not set a lap. Well, I mean, he doesn't have to. He's won the league. Might as well do a last to first for funsies. Meanwhile, Francesco, formerly known as Speed Fra, coming through 16, 17 and 18 right now. That's a nice line to take. 19 now. Oh, notice they're taking the very edge, and that's the way to go. The more edge you have, the more speed you can make through that corner. And he is across the line, and he's whacked his car as he crosses the line in 7th, and I think that's an indication he is not very happy with that lap. Flying Dutch Roger is faster than last time, but he doesn't improve in general. Toby is yet to set a lap, and he's not going to set one because he has failed to get it clean. And that will be the end of his chances. Lars is not improving. He's staying in. Baki's going to improve, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He comes across the line, and it's not good enough. He remains in second. Daniel is invalidated, and that will be a sight for sore eyes. That will be stars in Lars' eyes. Lars in their eyes. You could say Jerome is backed off. Ruti Hullett isn't going any faster than he should be. In fact, he's actually spun it around turn 18. That'll be the end of his chances. Slash has gone to 6th, by the way. I haven't noticed that. Havnik's gone to 7th. Francesco is not going to be setting another time. BB8 coming around the final corner. Second final corner. How's this going to line up? It's 6th for BB8, the nearly F9 champion, if it wasn't for that crash in Imola last season. Francesco is not on a lap. That means Lars is on pole position. What a comeback. A man who missed out on many weeks due to injury comes back and gets pole position here at the Circuit of the Americas, and we will be about to do a long race for a long time, for the very last time in season 32. And I hope it comes to you. So Toby and Bradders unable to set a time. They'll be at the back. Because they didn't set a time, the game randomised it, and that means Bradders isn't actually going to be doing a pure last to first, although you could let Toby through at the start. Or Bradders could just watch the action unfold and pick him off one by one. And that's the end of the session. Lars gets pole position by 1.175 before over Backy, and then Daniel getting into third, just nearly a quarter of a second behind. Jerome is lined up on the second row of his teammate, 3/10 behind Lars. Rudy Hurlett of Finland gets a 1:32.861. Sixth place is BB8 for a 9:24. Slash is the top Brit here. He gets 7th. Havmik in 8th. The Italian pair, Francesco and Danielle, in 5th row. The 6th row is Rodas and Sancho Witz. The 7th row features the all-German lineup of Lakitu and Russell, and Flying Dutch Roger being the last of the representative times, and Bradders and Toby, failing to set a time, will start at the back. And here we go then. The final race of the season. The Constructors' Championship is there for the taking for Red Bull if they can fend off Bradders tonight. Geordie's not here, so Bradders is on his own. And I've also got to say, the AlphaTauris are not out of it yet. They can still, with a miracle, something happens to both the Red Bulls and Bradders, they could steal it under both their noses. I'll have to find out. We've got 30 seconds until the race starts. There's no formation lap, remember, due to a technical error in the F1 22 game. Come on, Codemasters, sort your stuff out. You've been given a whole year to do it, and you decided, you know, this is fine. As the fire just develops and develops all over the room. Anyway, enough slandering. Let's get this race on. For one last time, we have the 5 lights coming on before your very eyes. And they're off. We're underway. Who is going to get the better start? It's coming, of course, it's Backy. Backy, and here come the two AlphaTauris. There's a battle going on between the two. What's this? Oh, dearie me. That is a horrible attempt by Rodas, who has completely botched that into the corner, and he's taken out what I think is Daniel. Daniel has probably got a lot of damage. The top two, Backy and Lars, run clear of the remaining pack, and Bradders is already up to 13th. Coming through turn 8 and 9 now. It's a battle between Backy and Lars. Turn 10 will see them come through way before BB8 and Rudy Hurlett. Second and third, the Alpines are. And Daniel is making his way up the pack now. Has he got damage though? It doesn't look like it. I think he's got lucky here. He's making his way up the order as he goes for Danielle. Just his name nearly similar, I should mention. But it's a battle between Danielle and Daniel. That's all, and they touch wheels and they actually get tangled together. That was a very dangerous move, I'd have to say. Perone and Russell tangle at turn 12, and it looks like they're going to continue this into turn 13. And it looks like Russell has got ahead, but is Jerome going to trick up his sleeve? No, he actually makes a mistake. Just gets a surprise there, and lucky too. And Jerome has spun. No, it's Daniel has spun, sorry. Daniel has spun, and he's back at the back again. So it's Backy that leads ahead of Lars and his teammate BB8 in third. Rudy Hurlett and M Slash are top 5 as we begin lap number 2. So Lakitu must have had a tangle there with what was Daniel. Oh, there's a big crash there. I think it's Toby. Toby has crashed at the end, and it looks like we have a virtual safety car. Daniel is still at the back, well off. Rodas is getting a replacement wing, and I'm sure he's going to be investigated for that very dangerous dive bomb that ended in near catastrophe. It's still a virtual safety car, so it looks like it will stay this way, and it will end when that yellow dot disappears. 10 viewers, by the way, welcome to you all. Stick around, this is just the first of what will be 28 laps here at the Circuit of Americas, just outside Austin, Texas, in these United States. still go on virtual safety car. Lars is just waiting for his opportunity to come. And when he does, he'll be on all-out attack for Baki. Or he could conserve it and wait until later in the race. He has to keep under that delta though, or he will be punished with a drive-through penalty. Still waiting. Oh no! Is it a full safety car? I've wondered why it's not been ending. Still a virtual. It's still a virtual. I thought it was a full course one, but it's obvious because... oh, Daniel's got a... Oh, this is just getting worse for Daniel. He's got a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. And the race begins again. Lars comes out the final corner, right in the back of Baki. I wonder how that rhymes. DRS is now enabled. And I think Daniel's call it quits already. And if that's the case, then AlphaTauri cannot win the Constructors' Trophy. It's over. Or has he got damage again? Oh, and Bradders has fallen down the order. Bradders has had, I think he may have had a spin somewhere. Not sure what happened, I was just focused on Daniel, and I shouldn't have done it. Oh yeah, he's serving his drive-through. I do apologise, I completely forgot he had a drive-through. But this is getting much, much worse for Daniel. He is at the back though, so if a safety car comes out, he is back in the race. Or if Jerome does something silly and he turns into Alonso at Monaco. Meanwhile, Lars has DRS. As Bradders has passed Flying Dutch Roger in the back drop. So Baki's still leading after getting the jump on Lars at the starting blocks. Make their way through sector 3 for lap number 3. The title has already been decided, but Baki would like to hold on to second place for the season. And now about to begin lap number 4. Baki with the fastest lap of the race. Lars, oh, he closed up there. Gained a bit of time on Baki. He's now just 3.5 tenths behind. The S has maintained that forever. He appears much more aggressive in these corners. And it shows he's actually gained a bit of time, but he made a mistake out of that final corner, so he's lost a bit of time. How about turn 9? Or turn 8, he takes a much more sophisticated entry into the turn. The gap remains 0.5 tenth. But he will have the DRS, so this could be crucial. He's a lot of speed out of this corner, does Lars. Oh, he's lost a lot of speed, and that's going to hinder his chances of making a move right here. I don't think it's going to be close enough. No, it's not close enough. We'll have to wait his turn. As we see Ruti Hurlitz in 4th place. Just ahead of him is BB8 in 7 tenths ahead and Slash 0.5 second behind. BB8 is nowhere near his teammate compared to Baki and Lars. By the way, the 2 Alfa Romeos are in 5th and 6th. Oh, and a bit of a slide from Alfresco. Francesco. Will cost him a bit of time to Slash, who is chasing down Ruti Hurlitz. And what those 3 are getting very close together. It's Lars that Baki still leads, and Baki ahead by 7 tenths. He just can't seem to close the gap. Nearly 2 seconds off now, so he's going to have to work doubly hard if he wants to get back in DRS range. I'd like to be first to be in the penalty box tonight. 3-second penalty that can't be removed. Gap's 6 tenths, but is it enough for Lars? Fear not. Oh, and he's right behind Backy. He's getting a lot of speed out of turn 12. 13-14 might do the trick though. He's going to try have a trick up his sleeve for turn 15. And Bradders has got onto the penalty box, and that is not going to be good for his last, the first challenge. As the leading pack come through for lap number 6 coming up now. Tell you what, we got half close to 4 tenths. It doesn't seem to be close enough. And oh dear! Lars! I completely missed that. Lars tried to dive, and it has not paid off. And Backy, and they've lost time by the looks of it, I think. No, they've somehow only lost half a tenth. They seem to have a collision out off turn number 1, and this battle's on. Is there no damage on the cars? It doesn't look like there is. And this battle will continue on into turn number 11. In fact, yes, they have got closer. BB-8 is in DRS range. Actually, is he? We'll have to see. Yes, he is. That'll give him a bit of an edge over Ricky Hullett as he starts to form an ordinary pattern once again. As Russell goes to the left of the track. Interesting choice. Daniels get another penalty. It's just not his day. Still putting on the track though, which is a good thing. Lars has won on 3 occasions this season. He wants to make it 4. He has missed 4 races this season. Contributed to his downfall. Who knows what would have happened if he was racing? He didn't have the injury. Would he be challenging for the championship? Unfortunately, it's all Schrodinger's cat. What if situation? Oh, and he looks like he cut the corner there. That could be a warning on his board. Doesn't look like there has been any movement of pointer. Should mention, by the way, Lakitu is on the mediums. Quite an interesting choice. I don't know how that camera stays down there. In fact, Lars starting to get up close and personal to Backy again. The lead hasn't changed since the first corner of this race. Doesn't look like it's going to change anytime soon. BB-8 trying to get into the fray again. 8 tenths the gap. Pretty even between Lars, Backy and BB-8, the gaps. It looks like Lars that will have first dibs at Backy, but he's too far behind. It doesn't looks like he'll have to watch on. I have to say, he does better braking in the hairpins, so it could give him an edge in the later stages of the race. It looks like 4 hairpins on this track. One at turn 1, one at turn 11, and then of course 13, 14, 15. I don't really count 16, 17, 18. It's just a long right-hander. Gap doesn't seem to have closed anymore. So, Lars has got a lot to do, a big mountain to climb. if he wants to find a way past Baki. Gets close to him again. He really is good in braking zones today. I think his car set up much differently. Kind of like that scene at Bathurst where one car is super fast on the straights and super slow in the corners, and every other car is just pretty much standard. Slinky says, W tier Brad Esports Challenger Merchant. Is he in Esports Challengers? Anyway, on to lap 9. And once again, Lars getting close to Baki, but he isn't quick enough in the straights, I fear. It's those hairpins that are giving him the edge. Meanwhile, Russell in the back of Wakitu. Both drivers have 3-second penalties. But remember, Lakitu on a different compound that will wear out much faster than Russell's hards. So Lakitu has to take that into consideration. He will be pitting earlier than the remainder of the field. And so will Rodas and looks like Bradders, who went on soft tyres. By the way, he's went into the pits and went on soft tyres. And there is looks like an incident. I think that's Daniel. I don't know what's been going on there. Meanwhile, top two are still slugging it out, but the lead remains the same as there's a battle happening for 7th. It's Jerome, Lakitu, and Russell. Jerome and Lakitu going side by side into turn 13 and 14. Still side by side. Next turn now. And it looks like Lakitu is going to get more speed out of the corner. 16 for 18. It doesn't look like he's going to stop Jerome for now. Those tyres may have run its course, as evident by that overtake by Jerome. It's probably the closest battle we have on track right now. Pretty tight knit, I have to say. So Lars is in quite the situation here. He would probably have to, if he can't catch Baki, of course, make the undercut work. And that could be crucial. And Bradders has retired. Bradders has had enough, and he retires. And he finishes the season, a championship winning season, with a downer, a DNF. His last to first challenge has backfired, and that means effectively Red Bull will be the Constructors' champions unless AlphaTauri or even Alpine pull off a massive miracle, but they are neither car. Red Bull is first, and Satovitz is 12th, but it doesn't really matter. And the Alpines, they pretty much need to get Baki if they want to win the Constructors. So Haas are out of it. Both cars, they're not in it now. And the American dream is over. Should mention though, AlphaTauri have 94. If Alpine win and get second, with Red Bull only scoring 1 point, they win the championship. Alpine will win the championship. No team has got a 1-2 this season. No team has got a 1-2 this season. Most of the team has scored is 22 points. That's AlphaTauri in Belgium. They got a win and I believe 6th or 5th. It was either or. The gaps remain 6/10 at the front. Doesn't seem to be much movement amongst the pack. It's a big pace, it seems like, for now. But that could all change in the next 17 and a bit laps. Tell you what though, Lars is getting closer. Oh, he has a bit of a swivel. Oh, and he's went outside and he's got a penalty. That could cost Alpine the championship. That is music to Red Bull's ears, as always. In real life, they clinched the Constructors' Championship. They could do it here in the virtual world. In the 5th position. Gap remains at half a second though. Looks like Lars, after that scare, has recovered his pace. Francesco's out! Francesco is out! What happened there? I think it was a massive crash. Yeah, it's a crash out of turn number 2. Was there a collision between him and another car? There's his car. Right in the barrier. And that is, I believe, is it a safety car? It is a full safety car, and this could change the game. Baki needs to get it right. One slip up could cost him the Constructors' crown for Red Bull. It doesn't look good for AlphaTauri. It looks like the only challengers are Alpine with a complete miracle. Baki needs to keep it on track. So here we go. What's the pit stop's going to be like? Baki. Oh, whoa! A bit of a close call for Lars there. He nearly ran into the back of the... Whoa, was he trying to overtake? What is going on? Lars is desperate to win. He knows the Constructors' Championship's on the line. And it's a double stack for the Alpines. What is going on? What is going on? BB8 has been absolutely held up. That is unbelievable. He's going to fall a few positions here. Baki still leads ahead of Lars and Ruti Hullitz. BB8 is now in 5th. Everyone has come in bar Daniel, who has also stopped, so they're all in. What an interesting situation. BB8 probably had no other choice but to come in. So everyone but Lakitu and Rodas are on mediums. Daniel is back in this race by sheer dumb luck. Francesco's season is over. Francesco's season, he could have got 3rd place in the championship, but that's not going to happen. In fact, he may lose, so he might not lose 4th though. Won in Canada, but this season is over. Drone won last week though, with a 1000 IQ play, taking a page out of Mercedes' strategy book. Just joining us, we are 13 laps through the 28 lap race. There will be 15 to go when we cross the line next. And the safety car will be coming out another lap. So it'll be lap 15 we get run again, so the halfway point. And Russell's coming to the pits. Interesting. He went on hard tyres. Is he having doubts about the medium tyres making it to the end? Or is he going to try and see if he can get a pace advantage? It's an interesting gamble from Russell. This is a one-stop race, and it should be a one-stop race. So the order is now Baki, Lars, Ruti, Hullet, slash BB8, Jerome, Lucky 2, Danielle, Sanchovic, Havmik, Fine, Dutch Roger, Rodas, Daniel, and Russell. There's the penalties. You see Lars, Lakitu, Daniel, and Russell all with 3-second penalties. It is great to have Ruti back. Ruti missed 4 races in a row. He's had 3 podiums this season, 3 non-scoring races, and 4 did not starts. Yet to win. Can he end it with a win? Let's find out. Havlik has been good though, but not today. He's down in 10th. You see Baki rallying up the pack now, because this safety car, he knows the safety car is ending this lap. And you see him backing up the pack like cattle in a farm in Texas. I actually want to visit Texas so bad. So here we go. Baki, when's he going to drop the throttle? Let's find out. Still going. He may wait until the last opportunity. That's around the corner. That's like what he's going to do. He's going to try and get the best run out of the final corner. And he's done just that. But here comes Lars. He's just right behind. Lars will have to find a way to get past. Is he going to go for the corner? Their tyres must be cold. Ruti Hullet goes for a move into second place and takes it. Wow, where did that come from? Lars falls asleep at the wheel, and now he's going after Baki's leads. What an interesting development we have here at the Circuit of the Americas. He is in the race, and Russell's got a penalty already. He's now got 3 seconds, 6 seconds of penalties. Meanwhile, Lars tries to get back at Ruti Hullet. 3 attempts. Can he find something? No, he can't. No DRS, so they're going to have to go on pure pace. Out they come, turn 11 now. Turn number 12 could get very spicy indeed. As he starts to close up Lars, he may have a lot better straight line speed in his Alpine. What will happen as they go into the turn? Doesn't seem like anyone has had a chance, and why would they? Just earlier in this race, Danielle's taking a chance, and it has paid off. He's up to 7th. And Lucky 2 will have to find a way back into 7th place. And Lars going for 2nd place! Cuts off Ruti Hullet, he has to go wide. And Ruti Hullet falls down, but he has to get the place back. It looks like they're side by side through turns 17 and 18. That was a fantastic move from Lars. Holds it together. Ruti Hullet came charging back, but he isn't going to get it this time. But Ruti Hullet might try it again. His specialty move in turn number 1 once again as Baki sets the fastest lap. He runs away. Lars has to run away. He has a 3-second penalty. But it doesn't look like Ruti Hullet's going to try anything crazy into turn number 1 this time. He's not close enough. Sajovic right in the back of Blackie 2. This is if he wants to secure the Constructors' Championship for the Red Bulls. As Dutch Roger and Russell have had a tangle. And Russell's race just goes from bad to worse now. The gamble has not paid off. And we only had 1 and a bit laps to prove that testament. BB8 is within touching distance of M Slash, and Lars and Ricky Howitt's gerrymandering has resulted in Baki taking a 1.3 second advantage over the rest of the field. And in fact, he has time to weave around and make sure he gets those tyres nice and warm like a nice oven. See the number 69 on Ricky Howitt. Nice. Seems to have dropped off a bit from Lars though. He needs to get up the order if he wants to give Alpine somewhat of a chance of winning the Constructors. Because if Red Bull pull a goose egg out of this race and Alpine finish 1-2, they've conceded the title. By 1 point. Couple more penalties being awarded. Roger's got one, Rodas has got one. DRS is now enabled. Danielle is half a second behind Jerome, and I think Russell is throwing in the towel. Yeah, he's throwing in the towel, and that's the end of his race. So Russell's season ends on a sour note. As Baki is clear of DRS range, this could be, if he gets ahead even further, this could be all over. This could be the Constructors. He doesn't need to win this race, but he may as well. As the leading pack make their way down towards turn number 12. See. Jerome having a go at time in the future, maybe? And we've got another spinner. It looks like it is Flying Dutch Roger. Yes, it's down into 13th once again. And meanwhile, the mid-pack drivers are battling it out, and I think Dutch Roger has had another spin. Yeah, his tyres are way too warm. In the slash, about half a second behind Rudy Hullet, sorry. Now, what's Roger going to do here? Is he going to pit again? Nope, he's going to continue on. That's good to see. Daniel's got another penalty. Seems like it's all calmed down here at the Circuit of the Americas. Hillick just can't seem to get anywhere near Lars. Lars needs to run away though. He has a 3-second penalty. PP8 comes into play and hounds the whole field. He could give Lars the gap he needs to win. Only if he gets past Baki. He's got 11 laps to do it though. Meanwhile, a Red Bull trapped into a Mercedes sandwich. Yummy. Baki still leads by a second. Rodeo has got a penalty, and that's music to Baki's ears. He has no penalty still. And M Slash and BB8 are coming close too. 6 tenths. Any closer, and this could be a freeway battle for third place. Havnik also on the board. It's pretty easy to incur penalties here at this track. Tough to keep it clean, and once again, Baki steering well clear of the DRS. Lars is not going to be happy with that. He knows that Ruti Hullet's going to be behind him again. He'll have DRS. Lars won't. Open it goes. None on Lars, a lot of Rusty Hullet. Is he gaining enough advantage though? And the answer is no, he can't even get near him. They have to try and pick it up in the corners. No lunge into turn 15, at least. Gap is starting to get tighter though. Backy extending his lead once again. 9 laps to go. He looks unstoppable, and he looks like he's going to clinch second in the championship and the Constructors' Championship. Clinch the Constructors' Championship. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any battles going on. Sancho's gap to Daniel is only 3 seconds. I have no idea what has happened. There we go. Of lack of commentary, nothing has been happening at the moment. So you see Giron, last week's winner, and Sanchovitz looks like he has been passed. Yes, he has been passed by Havnik. And now Havnik, with a 3-second penalty, is going to try and chase down his teammates. Looks like Lars is trying to get back into DRS range. Remember, all of them are on 8-lap olds, 8-lap old mediums. So they're on the same level of tyre wear. Well, actually, no, the same age of tyres. And that's a bad move from Lars. He's had a bad exit out of turn number 11, and this gives a opportunity for Rudy Hurley to open the door. Wish you give me better camera angles than that, Cold Masters. Slash is always also pulled into this. He could get second if it stays like this. Meanwhile, Carone is 6 tenths behind BB8, who is 7 tenths behind Slash, who's 6.5 tenths, and that's Ruti Hullet gone wide. Gone wide at turn 19. It doesn't seem like he's lost a lot of time, just a little. Slash senses an opportunity in the future, but the future is only 7 laps long. Backy keeping it together. I do apologise if there's many pauses in the video. There wouldn't be if I had my co-commentator, who's sadly unable to appear tonight. And Slash is on the board with a 3-second penalty. The gaps don't look like they're going to change anytime soon. to mention we've also got a brand new sponsor, not just GT Omega, the premier sim racing equivalent provider. We also have SimStaff. It provides specially trained freelance sim racing talent to esports and event-based companies across the world. Think of all the biggest sim racing series in the world, including F1 esports. SimStaff have their staff involved. You can check them out, you can sign up to the newsletter, and if we get 100 new sign-ups to the Pioneer newsletter, as Ridicule gets another penalty on the board, and there's quite a developing battle going on. If we get 100 new sign-ups to our careers newsletter, we'll give away us at PSGL will give away, as I said, two £25 Amazon/PSN/Steam vouchers, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Meanwhile, Bertie Hill, it seems to have got up close and personal to Lars again, but so has him slashed himself. 4 tenths the gap has become, 6 laps to go. Do apologise for the lack of action and voice. There has been not much action to talk about since the safety car restart. Daniel is right behind Habmick. Hopes to get some points on the board. At this rate, he isn't. He has an opportunity right here. Meanwhile, what about the front? Lars is under pressure here. Ruti Holt is going to go for the move. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's backed out at the last moment. And Daniel is going to get past Havmick for 8th. But he has a 6-second penalty compared to Havmick's 3. Meanwhile, what about the front? Ruti Holt has a look at the inside, but not going to do it. And the more they keep battling, the closer M/Slash gets, and the further away back he will be. It's looking like it could be out of reach. Baki has not won all season. Tonight could be the night. But don't forget, anything could change in this closing stages of the race. Slash coming up close to Ruti Hullet. No move executed. Out of turn number 1, through turn number 2 they go. The 3 horsemen come through the S's once again. Freeway battle for 3rd on track. And it could be more if 3 seconds get added to Lars and Slash. What about Baki as well? He's keeping it so clean. He doesn't have to worry about the cars behind him. Driver at a healthy pace. There could still be a last minute twist though. Watch this space. Who is going to execute a move next? It could be Ruti Hull again. Lars under the cosh. Lars could be faced for a move here. Here comes Ruti Hullet at the inside. And as off the track goes Lars. He's going to lose another position to Slash, but he's still battling. He tries to push him off wide. It's not going to happen. Slash is going to stay, and he goes on the inside. Off the Alpine driver. Trying to put the dagger in his heart. And still the battle coming through turn 16 and 17. But Lars holds on, a fantastic defensive display. Can Slash get back at him? No. And look who's on the scene now. BB8 and Jerome. It's a 5-way battle for 2nd place. Oh my. It's about to get exciting, but what's BB8 going to do next? Is he going to execute a move? It doesn't look like he is, no. And BB8 was thinking about it there, and if they give me a better camera angle, I would have seen how close he was. But Jerome just watching on as an innocent bystander, and he won't be much of one if these two come together. And Slash has got another penalty. Lars is in a good hands here. Lars could be on for 2nd, actually no, 4th here. This is bad news for these 3 drivers. They've all got penalties, and this is good news for BB8 and its Jerome. As they come through once again. BB8 looking for a move on Slash. As they come through, it looks like he has got a position. No, they're still side by side. But BB8 gets through into fourth, and his teammate will be ahead of him, and he's battling Rudy Hullet. What's going to happen here into turn number 15? No change. They take different lines into the turn, and it looks like they come out at the same point. And Backy just leading on to just have everything unfold behind him and just run away like there's no tomorrow. Don't know why he is though. Lars with the DRS, nowhere near. Where's Jerome? Chasing down Slash. Remember, these two have got no penalties. I hope Backy gets one. But I don't think he's close enough. The S is a tricky section. If you make one false move, you could lose a lot of time, and it doesn't look like Jerome has. He's gained a lot of time. He's up close to 3.38 to ML Slash. It looks like he's going to get a run on the young Brit. And Slash can feel him in his boots. And here comes Jerome. This will be for 5th place. And in he goes. And that could be a podium on penalties. Meanwhile, Lars has got up and close to Ruti Hullet again. He doesn't need to do this. He'd rather would to run away. Back is still well ahead. Slash is now falling down the order. Down in 6th. Two laps to go. Backy looks like he can't be caught. And it doesn't look like Lars is going to try and make a move now. He might not get a podium. That's why he's trying to get past Rudy Hullet. Got his teammate back in behind him as well. Looks like Jeroen's going to go for 4th place here. But, oh, is he going to think it? No, he was thinking about it, but he wasn't going to get a move. Oh, a mistake from Lars! In comes BB8 to take 3rd position. But back comes the teammate! It's a friendly fire battle into the turn, and now Jeroen comes through and into 4th. No, not quite. Still side by side, he backs off. And Lars is in big trouble. He knows Jeroen, if he just stays there, he may get a podium again. And all this unfolding and behind him is giving Backy a huge edge. He's on the final lap now, and he surely can't be caught. About to go for his first win of the season, as BB8 is on course for 2nd place now. There's the penalty. So you can see Ruti Hullet's going to fall down the order. I think he might fall behind Danielle. No, not Danielle. He'll fall down to 4th at least. Jeroen in 5th. But it looks like it could be 3rd. Chasing down Lars, trying to put the nail in the coffin. It looks like Backy is going to win the Constructors' Championship and get 2nd in the Drivers. And here goes Jeroen, an easy move by the looks of it. And that will be for 4th place. And there it is. But it might be 3rd place on track. BB8, not BB8, BB8 looks like he's losing a bit of pace, and Ricky Howlett is struggling. And Ricky Howlett looks like he's going to hold on, but he's going to get penalties as Baki is about to make his way around the final corner. As it all unfolds behind him, Baki comes around the final corner to get second place in the Drivers' Championship and the Constructors' Championship for Red Bull, as Ricky Howlett falls down the order. It's BB8 that gets second place, Jerome third, Lars fourth, Ricky Howlett fifth, Sanchovitz in sixth. And then it's Slash, Danielle, Havmik. Daniel, who holds on to a point. Rodaz and Lakitu in 11th and 12th. And Flying Dutch Roger yet to finish. He will soon. And that completes this race and the season of PSGL F5 PlayStation. Baki did not win all season until tonight. He scored four podiums in the first 5 races, and he waited until the last race to get it. He scored in every round of season 2, and he finishes with 100 points. It may be 100. It is 101. He got the fastest lap. So he does win the race. And only finishes 4 points behind Radders. Lars had a disappointing end to the race. He finishes down in 4th. And he will finish with 78 points, giving him 3rd in the championship. Majesco did not score. He finishes on 57. Daniel in 5th with 52, with a 10th place finish tonight. But Jerome actually jumps Daniel at the last, beats his teammate with a 3rd place, giving him 5th place, and wins the Battle of the AlphaTauris. Havmik gets a 9th place, which is not what he wanted. It's worst result of the 5 races he competed in, so he is on 43. Bertie Hewlett finishing in 5th will be on 40. Sanchovic finished in 6th, he will have 35. Slash finishes with 22, equal with T-Ball, who wasn't racing. One had also had 22. And BB8 finishes on 29, so he jumps a lot of positions. I think he jumps to 10th in the championship at the last moment. So well done to BB8 on that, after just only making 3 appearances all season. And that's it. The end of the season. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I wish I could ask more how he was feeling it, but unfortunately he is not here. But he says thank you for everything this season, and we hope to see you in season 33, and that will be February the 27th, or February 26th if you're Sunday. But hey, doesn't really matter, does it? Last week of February. So there you go. I've been Attack Logan, and on behalf of myself and for more games, I have enjoyed this entire year, and I want to thank everyone watching, and I want to thank everyone driving. Wherever I'll be next season, I'm not sure. I will see you then for season 33 of PSGL on PlayStation. And once again, congratulations for our champion, although he didn't win, wasn't anywhere near the lead. Bradders H44 on being our season champion, and our Constructors champion, Red Bull, who clinched it with a Baki win tonight. See you in season 33, everyone and all. Good night.